Hi Jack, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Good, awesome. So, obviously my name's Alana. It's nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet
I'm
you too.
glad that you came back. So today we're just gonna do the counseling and everything. I just want to go over a couple of things real quick with about like informed consent and stuff. It's pretty much confidentiality, like I said the last week about anything that you say in here is completely confidential. It will not leave this room unless it's you're gonna harm yourself or someone else.
Okay.
And the goal today is really I want to talk to you about what's going on, the problems that we talked about last week, and maybe kind of figure out a way, some goals, and something that you want to get out of this. Okay.
Okay.
So today I want to start off with, we first started talking about your alcohol use. I feel like that's probably like a big, it's probably really difficult for you.
Yes.
And it's getting in your way, your everyday life. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, I mean, really what I want to ask you though is, I mean, I can't help you with that unless you want to get help.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see, what's the biggest goal that you want to come out of this.
I really want to get help. I want to stop drinking completely, like not even occasionally, because it's really affecting me, being able to take care of my son and see him and things like that. And I can't see my son while I'm drunk, and I'm drunk mostly all of the time.
Right.
So
right.
my main goal is to be able to get my son back.
Mm-hmm. So you want custody of him, but are you even allowed to see him right now at all?
Not
or?
right now.
So you can't even have visitations?
No.
So you definitely want to start with that, is visiting him at
Yes.
least. And so what I hear you saying is that you can't even see him until you're sober, or is...
Yes, until I'm sober enough to be around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that like a rule that you and your mom decided, or like who, is that like a court thing, or?
Both. Yeah,
Both?
it's just all around. I can't be intoxicated while I'm around him, period.
Okay.
And I don't want to, because I want to be able to remember the time that I get to share with him.
Right. No, I completely understand. I mean, that totally makes sense. And of course you love your son, he's your whole
Yes.
world, I'm sure, and
Yes,
you want
he
to
is.
be able to see him. So, what do you think? Have you been drinking today, or?
A little this morning.
Little.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest thing do you think's like that you just keep going back to the alcohol? Do you think you're just so
Yes.
dependent on it, or?
I just like the feeling of being drunk. Like,
Mhm.
my problems seem to go away when I drink.
Right.
And I just feel like I feel better about myself when I drink. But I
Right.
know eventually I'm going to come up out of it and I'm going to have to drink again. I don't want to do that. I want to face my fears and take care of my problems the right way.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of just drink to numb the pain.
Yes.
Okay. No, I can totally understand, where you're coming from. That's a lot of addictions start that way. It's just easier to cope with
Mhm.
something like that because it kind of just avoids everything.
Right.
So have you ever tried to stop?
Yes.
You have? And what do you think's gotten in your way?
Me being around liquor. Like, I
Around
stopped, I was clean for 6 days before.
Okay.
And I just went to the store to pick up a bag of chips, and I walked past the freezer and I saw the beers and stuff, and I just had to buy one, and
Right.
I started back up.
So definitely going to the stores and stuff, seeing the alcohol makes it difficult.
Yes.
Okay. And do you ever have alcohol in your house, like with your family and stuff?
Yes.
There is.
Yes.
And do you think that your family would be willing? I know you said you lived with your in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think your family would be willing to take the alcohol out, or even get it
Most
out
of
of
it is
sight?
my liquor.
Oh, okay. So it's not really theirs.
No, it's not.
Okay.
And the bottles just keep accumulating because I add on to the collection,
Right.
and I really want to stop that.
Right. No, I can completely understand. It's definitely hard to get rid of what's in the house, though. I completely understand. It's kind of like letting go of something.
Yeah.
So I think like the first thing is to let go of that in your house, though, because it's going to just make it 10 times harder to be able to come home and see that alcohol and not touch it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I know that you have anxiety and depression as well,
Yes.
and you've had some struggles with that.
Yes, I have.
do you think that contributes to the alcoholism?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Because when I drink, I can't feel any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel happy when I drink.
Right.
And I feel like, you know, when I drink, I gain a sense of hope that I will be able to engage in activity with my son.
Right. Right. You kind of feel empowered.
Yes,
You know, when you drink. Yep. So, do you think that... Now, have you ever gone to any type of rehab or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I've been offered to, but I turned it down.
And why is
Because
that?
I wasn't ready at the time.
Yeah.
But now I'm really ready.
So, is that something you'd be interested in?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
I'll
Great.
do
That's something
anything
that I
right about
definitely
that.
want to hear, because, I mean, that's honestly the first step. Once you can accept, you know, hey, you know, I have this problem and I need to take care of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Awesome. So, there's a few options with that we can look into. We have inpatient, which is like you'd go to rehab for about a week or so, and you'd stay in there. You would sleep there, eat there. You know, you wouldn't leave.
Okay.
People can contact you. People can come and see you. You know, your in-laws can come and see you and everything like that. But you won't be able to leave until, you know, after treatment. Of course, you can leave. You know, you can sign yourself out if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have outpatient, which is you go from like 4 to 6 hours a day, and you go there and they do different. You know, you see a counselor, you see a psychiatrist, and you just work on different coping mechanisms and honestly just stay clean.
Right.
So it's really totally up to you. But the other one would be outpatient would be going home at night. So the only thing I want to bring to your attention is that you will be going home and you will be able to go right down to the store and get alcohol.
Right.
You
Yeah,
will
I
be
would like the inpatient for me to be in somewhere.
awesome. See, and that shows me that you've really dedicated to getting sober, because
Yes.
you just want to get it done over with. Also with the inpatient too is, you know, you've been drinking for a few years now,
Yes.
and you're gonna have withdrawal symptoms. It's kind of just, you know, you're just gonna have to expect that. And the best part is that you're gonna be in a hospital, and they're gonna be able to help you. They're gonna be able to give you things to, you know, help with the pain, help with the shakiness, and the, you know, I know that you get restless leg syndrome, all of that. So you're gonna have doctors by your side if
Right.
they need you, if you need it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would love that.
Okay.
Because honestly, if I do get to go home, I will drink again.
Right.
And
That's
I know I will.
And that's what I try to bring to, you know, my clients' attention first, that, you know, if you go home, you may end up drinking, and sometimes it's hard, you know,
Right.
without the supports right there, it can be difficult. So let me write that down. I'm going to do a referral to inpatient.
Okay.
I'm going to get a hold of a couple different companies and see what will be best for you. And since you have main care, it will be awesome, because main care will help you with this, and you won't have to worry about, you know, all the financial, because it can be a financial burden to go to rehab,
Right.
you know. So I will do the referral, and we will work on, and honestly, I think the first thing is to get sober, and then we can start thinking about your son, and we can work on that. And I want to know what else you think about working on other things, like your anxiety, your depression. Do you think that, you know, is there any other resources that you think that may be helpful to you? Do you want to continue to go to counseling? Do you want to continue? We can do, I mean, there's so many different things out there.
Right.
Support groups, anything.
I would like to get engaged with everything, because I know I really need the help right now. The more help I have, the more, you know, it'll help me more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. So I know that there's a support group, and I will try and get a referral into that and see if there's any spots open that we can get you into.
Okay.
The counseling, we can continue to see each other, and hopefully that will help, being able to see me, and, you know, we can start working on the depression and the anxiety, and I think that will help you with keep maintaining your sobriety.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I think first and foremost, you need to go to inpatient.
Okay. And when can I start?
I will make this referral, and I am going to call you right after I get back from whoever will get back to me is first. I will give you a call. I have your number, and I will get you in there. So I mean, even if you want to just get home, pack your bags, maybe get rid of the alcohol, because I don't want you to get out and come home to all of that.
Okay.
Right? So yes, I will make that referral. I will talk to the support group, see if there's any openings, and I will make sure that I will have you make another appointment for counseling for once you're out, okay? And just be looking for my phone call, because I'll be calling you and then I'll give you all the information on the inpatient. But what I want you to do for me is to go home, get rid of the alcohol, and honestly stay positive.
I'll try.
I know it's hard, but I will get you in there as soon as possible, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Well, again, it was nice to see you, and I can't wait for you to get back from inpatient. It will be awesome.
Right, it will.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.